Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for how much money you need to live in amazing countries around the world for 1 year without working.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at 10 countries that have massive appeal for travellers to live in for a year, and how much you'll need in your bank account to get by. Bulgaria. There are numerous reasons to spend a year in this Southeast European country. Above all else, Bulgaria is among Europe's cheaper countries. Compared to the United States, the cost of living is about 44% lower, while the rent is just under 80%. On average, renting a one-bedroom apartment will probably cost somewhere around $250 or $300. That's about $3,600 for the year. Of course, if you're backpacking through Bulgaria, you can save that rent money for other daily expenditures. A modest backpacker can get by on 50 Bulgarian lev, almost $27 per day. Food, transportation and hotels are all on the more affordable side. With activities like hiking and beach going being free, you don't have to put a price on fun in Bulgaria. Italy. Being one of the most elegant countries in the world, you might assume that Italy is out of your price range. If you spend extravagantly on food, hotels and wine in certain cities, Italy will naturally bleed your wallet dry. Wise spenders, however, can spend a year in Italy quite reasonably. For a one-bedroom apartment outside of the city centre, you're looking at somewhere around maybe $650 monthly. If you have the money to live large, an apartment in the centre of Italy's most expensive city, Milan, goes for about $1,100 if you're lucky. Taking rent out of the equation, $800 per month should cover utilities, shopping and transportation. Since taxi fare adds up over time, it may be worth investing in a bike to inexpensively get around in style. Spain. Draped in atmosphere, culture and sunlight, Spain is a ravishing locale to live in. Rent is about 50% below what you're inclined to spend in the States, with one-bedroom apartments beyond the city centre costing around $650 per month. You'll also need about that much set aside for monthly utilities, groceries and other expenses. So for minimalist visitors, somewhere around $20,000 should keep you in good spirits for the year. If you're looking to spend a year abroad with a significant other, Spain is one of the ultimate honeymoon destinations. For a year in paradise, around $3,000 per month should keep a couple covered, coming out to around $35,000 overall. It doesn't hurt that many activities won't cost a cent, most notably the breathtaking museums. Colombia. Everything about Colombia is diverse, from the people to the climate to the variety of ways to pass the time. The cost of living also accommodates a wide range of classes. A city centre one-bedroom apartment can cost roughly 1.5 million Colombian pesos every month. Although that sounds like an absolute fortune, it translates to a little under $400. When stacked up against US housing, renting in Colombia is nearly 80% less. After eating a casual meal, don't freak out if you receive a bill for 13,000 Colombian pesos, as it's really only about $3. Coupling rent and food with other basic costs of living, about $1,000 per month seems like a reasonable budget, especially when the glorious mountain views pay for themselves. Peru. Like Colombia, Peru's prices might seem steep at first glance. Following some simple translations though, US residents will find that Peru is far more affordable than what they're likely currently paying. Travelling from the US to Peru, the cost of living dips more than 50% on average. This change is most apparent when it comes to rent, with the cost plunging nearly 80%. A one-bedroom can extend from 500 sol and just under 3,000 sol monthly. In USD, you'll be paying a minimum of about $150 and a maximum of around $800 every month for a roof over your head. For other accommodations, you'll need about 1,500 sol, which is close to $400. If you have $15,000 saved up, you're as golden as the sun. Mexico. When spending a year abroad in another continent, you'll also have to take the plane fare into account. Depending how much you want to bring with you, shipping can also make your budget skyrocket. That's why Mexico can be the ideal destination for US residents, especially if they already live near the southern border. Gas might not be cheap in 2022, but you'll still save money by packing everything into the car and driving down to your new residence. A Mexican peso is the equivalent to 49 cents, with a city centre one-bedroom costing a bit over 8,500 Mexican pesos monthly. That's somewhere in the $400 per month range. Throw in meals, gas and utilities, and we'd say $800 per month should make for a cozy stay. Panama. When you're an American in another country, it's difficult keeping track of how much money is worth. Thankfully, it's no problem in Panama. One Panamanian balboa is the equivalent to $1. Aside from not having to stress over currency conversions, your mind can rest easily knowing that the cost of living is around 30% less and rent is 60% less. A city centre one-bedroom is going to be in the ballpark of $600 to $700 monthly. That same amount should cover other expenses as well, bringing your yearly budget to somewhere between $14,000 and $17,000. The best part of being a visitor in Panama's territorial taxation system is that it exempts income earned outside the country. If you have enough saved, Panama is a great place to retire. Thailand. If you don't mind the humidity and want to spend a year away from the cold, Thailand's tropical year-round climate is for you. They say you can't put a price on a smile, but how much is it to live in the land of smiles? Around 13,000 Thai baht, or $375 USD, is a sensible amount to pay monthly for a one-bedroom apartment. 18,000 Thai baht, or $520, should be enough for other monthly costs. Without any work commitments, you can spend your days lounging on the beaches and admiring ancient temples. Between hopping from one exotic location to another, you'll enjoy some of Asia's finest cuisine, and you can get a good meal for as low as 70 Thai baht, or $2. Costa Rica. In the Happier Than a Billionaire book series, Nadine Pisani details how she did what most people only dream of. She quit a job, moved to Costa Rica with her husband, and built their dream house near the beach. One of the books even explores how to create a budget in Costa Rica, with the lowest monthly budget being $1,200 and the highest being $3,500. This includes rent, which is a little over 70% lower than what US residents pay on average. Meanwhile, the cost of living is over 35% lower. Just like Panama, Costa Rica doesn't tax outsider income. While only Costa Rican citizens in financial need are eligible for free healthcare, it's still among the most affordable in the world. Indonesia. $1 equals roughly around 14,550 Indonesian rupiah. With exchange rates like that, a modest lifestyle can translate to a leisurely one for those who've saved accordingly. For US residents, the cost of living goes down nearly 50%, while rent plummets about 80%. Excluding rent, one could pay for meals, transportation, and other transactions for $445 per month. $250 per month will fetch you a one-bedroom apartment in the city centre, while one outside the centre is closer to $150. Indonesia is home to some of the world's most succulent street food, which typically costs under $1. A 3-course meal at a normal restaurant shouldn't cost over $20. Throw in the priceless islands, architecture, and sunsets, and you're in for an extraordinarily affordable year abroad.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.